Alan, I did not see Shadow Force. You did.
Yes.
Here it is with Kerry Washington, Omar Sy, family over everything. Shadow Force. What's it about?
69.
Yeah, let's just say the short straw on movies this week. Kerry Washington and Omar Sy play Kira and Isaac, former covert operatives for the government. They worked for Cinder, played by Mark Strong, who is currently under investigation for the ops work he had led back in the past. But today he is the general secretary of the G7. But if anything from his past is found out, he would be exposed, and bad things happen. And so he needs to tie up some loose ends. And those loose ends are Kira and Sai, who were part of that group, fell in love, had a baby, and then disappeared. The baby is about 5 years old now. The cutest kid you've ever met. He loves seeing Lionel Richie. He loves his mother and his father. And so the two are living covertly, off the grid. But Kira, the mother, she decides that early on when she gave birth that she is going to not be a part of the family, but she is going to systematically murder or assassinate all the people who are looking after her, meaning Cinder and the team that they were part of. And as she's picking people off one by one, let's see, Isaac and the kid are at a bank just doing the normal thing. A robbery occurs. It's guns blazing everywhere, and Isaac decides he needs to take care of the robbers, and in doing so, exposes himself. And now Cinder knows he's out there, that they have a kid, and now more than ever they need to take these two out. And so two things happen. One is they've got to stay covert. Two, they got to protect their child. And three, they got to end this thing all at once, and that means get to Cinder and the people who are coming after them. So this movie is directed by Joe Carnahan.
Oh, wow. I like Joe Carnahan.
Okay. And so here's the impression I get from the movie. This is a $75 million movie made for $25 million. This is probably one of the most unimpressive action movies I've seen in a long time. And I remember watching it thinking, I'm glad Kerry Washington and all the producers decided let's give a indie filmmaker a chance to make an action film, because it felt like watching it was indie level quality. And I think if I thought that this was an indie film made by an indie filmmaker, I'd probably like it more, because there are challenges you have to overcome and you want to root for that. But this is Joe freaking Carnahan who directed this.
Yeah.
And the camera work was very subpar. The lighting was very subpar. And it just felt like he was dealing with a budget that was very prohibitive of him making a good quality action film. There's a car chase that occurs with motorcycles, and they do this weird thing to make this action sequence cool. They drive down this mountain road in dense fog, and the bad guys start firing flares at them. And there must have been at least 1,000 flares just being thrown out at the cars during this action sequence. And I felt like it was done to make this cheap chase sequence look cooler than it really is. And so, the best thing about this movie is the kid. Let me give him some credit here. It's Kai Jalil Kamara. He's 5 or 6 years old, and he's a hell of an actor. The whole movie kind of centers around this Lionel Richie soundtrack that he sings, and it's just adorable. But as an action movie, it's just unimpressive in every way. And like I said, the best way I can describe it's a $75 million movie made for $25 million, and it just shows.
So this is a pass.
It's a pass. When it comes to Tubi, go watch it there.